Wizard101, the game that consumed my childhood and seeped into my current day life every few months to years. The game that has lasted a lot longer than most people would have thought, actually just celebrating its 14th birthday. And when I mean they celebrated, they did, not so much the player base, but I'll get more into that later. I'm making this video to give an honest review and to shed light on the game, and the reasons why I love it, and also absolutely hate the fuck out of it. But I should probably get started with what is Wizard101 for those of you that were spared it as a child. Well, it's a free-to-play, in quotation marks, MMORPG made in 2008 by King's Isle Entertainment, focused on using magical creatures to butt-fuck your enemies in a turn-based Pokemon card game style. Target audience is presumably 8 to 14 years old, although the main audience today is a lot older, like myself, ranging from late teens to 20-year-olds to even 30-year-olds. Typically the people that grew up on the game and still have a heart-clenching nostalgia for it. Like I said, I'm one of those lucky customers. I have a huge nostalgia for the game and have been playing it for a long time. I've had my account since 2009, so I haven't been there since day one, but pretty damn close. Wiz has been a part of my life for more than half my entire life, considering I'm 22 during the recording of this video. I haven't been playing consistently though. I hop on every few months or take breaks for years like most people do, but I always come back, whether it's to play with a friend who wanted to get into it, or like my recent playthrough with my girlfriend who never fucking played it before but wanted to see what it was all about because I wouldn't stop fucking talking about it one day. I've been a part of the community for a long time, and I've seen the evolution of the game from its humble beginnings to what it is today. Now I want to get into the first part of this, why I love the game. I remember when I started playing, and what pulled me in, it was those damn fucking commercials, and how magical they looked, and all the crazy looking monsters you could summon. I remember specifically the Elephant, and the Frost Giants, and the Humungo Frog. Oh my god, that monster. He was my main spell for a long time, considering my first wizard was a myth wizard. But once I got in, the game just felt magical, which is pretty good considering that's what they were aiming for. The characters, the creatures, the worlds, and even the music were all so creative. The music especially was pretty great, most of which was composed by Nelson Everhart, who was told to make a Harry Potter type music, which ended up getting him the job with the first piece of music he had made, which ended up becoming the main theme of Marleybone, which ended up being my favorite world as a kid, pretty much just because I was stupid as fuck and was stuck on it for years because I didn't realize that there were main quests, and I just goofed around being a little stupid kid. But although he had made most of the music and still makes the music with each new world, Nick Jonas had made the music for the world of Wintertusk back in 2011. He liked the game so much, he decided to upload his mind with a neural link and now lives in Grizzleheim. Who can blame him though? Grizzleheim was one of those nice ass worlds, which is another big thing I loved about this game, all the different vibrant worlds. I remember back in the day trying to get people to teleport me to places that I couldn't access yet, like fucking Mushu. Mushu looked so fucking cool back then. Not so much today though. One thing the game has done good at over the years is making the worlds progressively more unique and not made monotonous like the original 5 worlds. The suckiest part about it though is the first 5 worlds, minus maybe Wizard City, are all weak as donkey shit and ward off most first-time players because they are very monotonous and boring with how they look visually. But world design and even combat gets more intriguing the further you get along. The problem is you gotta get 11 worlds deep before things really get interesting, and I don't blame people for quitting before then, especially with what you have to do to even access these areas, which begins the real meat of this big video. Why do I hate this game? Well, let me just say this. This game is an MMO, and I know what MMOs are about. Hell, most current video games have microtransactions in them, especially with every game having a battle pass. But Wizard101 is a different animal. Let's start with the membership feature. It's complete horseshit. The game may have you believe, though, through its marketing, that it is a free-to-play game. And it may technically be right, considering you can hop on for free, but I don't consider it a free game. Free games are like, God forbid, fucking Fortnite is free. you can hop on and not pay a dime and still get the majority of the playing experience and content. And not Wizard101. In fact, the paywall is halfway through the first world, which is also one of, if not the shortest world. By the time you're 5 minutes in, you hit the paywall, and you gotta hit a 10-month membership fee, or up to 3,500 crowns per area. And let me tell you, there's a lot of areas in this game. This is where most players who have gone on have stopped, and I envy those happy souls. I can understand maybe from the start, you gotta get money for your game. There's only 5 worlds out, and I was like, alright, let's make people pay halfway through the first world to see if they like it or not, give them a little bit of game to play. But now, the game is, let's see, 19 worlds in total, counting Winter Tusk, because yeah, it's a different fucking world than Grizzleheim. I'll fight you on that. And it's about to release its 20th. And each world has multiple areas. Some worlds are huge, like fucking Chrysalis and Azteca. Those are giant worlds. You literally probably get about 2% of the game free to play, and that's being generous. Then you gotta pay for the rest. And if you're a casual player but want to get to max, then you're in for a dent in your wallet and a long grind. It's like if a movie was free at the theater, but you get in and they only let you watch the beginning credits, and then they kick your ass out and say you gotta pay for every 5 minutes of the movie. Other MMOs manage to do this way better, like Star Wars The Old Republic. I played a little bit of that and got decently far, a couple worlds in, which is way more than you can do with Wizard101 on a free-to-play wallet. It pretty much lets you play a large majority of the game free to play. But you can get a membership that gives you certain benefits. You really don't need a membership until you get to the end game. But by then, you've given so much time into the game and it has proven to satisfy you. By then, it's just considerate to throw money to support the game and to the developers. I mean, by then you like it, so they deserve it. By the time you reach the paywall in Wiz, most people wouldn't have enough time to tell if it's a good game or not. Unless you're a naive little boy with a parent that's nice enough to pay for a membership for like a Christmas present or something like me, most people back in the day would not have kept with it. The membership is one thing, but let's talk about the other microtransactions in this game. Alright, let me just show you this main page on their website. These are all the updates for game updates and whatnot. Let's see how many of them are selling a card or a pack or just anything that costs actual money. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, never mind. That's an event. Okay, I'll give you that. Something, I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and alright. 24 things is trying to sell you something, and then there's like 4 or 5 things over here that are actually like, okay, events. Here's some events going on, and these events aren't that great, let me tell you. Yeah, so that is a lot of shit to sell to a demographic of like 8 to 14-year-olds. And according to this article written in 2010, a significant number of players are between the ages of 5 and 7. Now, I know it's not like that today, but still, and it's during the spooky season, but usually there's not even like a fucking Halloween celebration or anything like that. All of the Halloween celebration is selling cards and packs. There's like one fucking dude you can talk to in the commons that gives you a shitty quest for like low levels, and that's it. And then like a shitty tower. That's it. That's all the Halloween celebration. All of it's just packs. This game is absolutely dripping in loot boxes, which I remember Activision getting heat for a few years back. But loot boxes, come on, too many. There's so many packs There's also one thing if it's just cosmetic shit, but no, most of the best stat gear and mounts and pets are found in these packs. The drop rates are unreasonably low too, and the rest of the stuff you can get from these bundles are just loads of worthless shit. I feel bad for the people like me that were caught in the trap young and are still fighting their demons with this game because of nostalgia. I've spent way more money on this game than even I probably realized. I don't understand how this is acceptable for a game to claim to be focused on children, even though most of the player base are lost souls like me trying to suck the sweet nostalgia nectar from the udders of a scummy corporation. And I guess that leads up to what can we do about it? Well, honestly, not much. The community that still plays knows how scummy King's Isle is, but we keep giving them money. Earlier this year, a big game company known as Media and Games Invest had smelt the whiff of stinky child money and decided to acquire King's Isle, and many were hopeful now that the company was owned by a bigger company, maybe more funding would be put in the game and you get more updates and better quality of life experience. But honestly, it has only gotten worse with all the microtransactions. It's sad to say, but I don't see the game getting any good traction. I don't see too many new players coming in the community and staying long enough to really get started. It's not like their advertisement department is really aiming to get new players. The biggest news the game has gotten in years was a month ago when someone hacked the main servers and started saying some goofy things, but it could have been a lot messier. Even though that was a failure and an embarrassment on KI's part, it was ironically the biggest publicity the game had gotten in years. Even had a YouTuber with millions of subscribers talk about it, Moist Critical, ya boy. Sadly though, Wizard101 10 minutes of fame was cut short with the leaks of GTA 6 taking center stage. Even though I've had a lot of negative things to say about the game, I do hate aspects of it, but I can't help but to love it too. I want the game to get better, and I want to appreciate its still kicking community before it's too late. I made this YouTube channel to talk about stuff I care about and just have a passion for. And sadly, one of those things has to be Wizard101, which is a key part of my childhood. I wanted to put this video out there to show another viewpoint of someone that has been playing this game on and off for the better part of 13 years. I'd like to have this game up and running for another 13 years, but only if KI loosens the grip they have on our wallets and our balls. Otherwise, it's going to die a slow and pathetic death and be laid to rest next to the rest of the many dead MMOs that were made in the 2000s. Well, on other news, I hope I made this video clear, and I hope you guys get the point of what I'm trying to say, and in the end, I hope Wizard101 gets better. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a nasty night.